What up? This movie was originally pitched as a psychological horror about a salvage crew stranded on a derelict ocean liner. Greed and paranoia makes them turn on one another. Doesn't that sound great? That's what got this promising cast to sign up. Instead, they were handed a script riddled with cliches, bad dialogue, and a nonsensical plot. The end result? This is Ghost Ship. Directed by Steve Beck, whose only other directing credit is 13 Ghosts. We open with a swinging captain's ball. Let me rephrase that. The partiers are gathered, dancing the night away. Looks like fun, right? Well, maybe Footloose was right. In an unfortunate event, a wire slices through everyone on the dance floor, cutting everyone in half. In Russia, rug cut you. And with that, the film cuts to present day. Meet our heroes, the crew of the Arctic Warrior, a team of ocean-going salvagers. Gabriel Byrne is Murphy, the captain. This scene isn't very important, otherwise to open on an adventurous beat and to show that this crew can fix sinking ships. It also shows that Epps, played by Juliana Margulies, doesn't follow orders in order to save the mission.
I will not lose her now!
God damn it, Epps, you can't fix everything.
And that she can hold her breath a really long time. She's a badass, all right. The day is saved, it's Miller time.
Well, here's to the best damn salvage crew in the business.
And here's to getting mugged half an hour later with all this cash. Meet the crew and their quirks. Murphy is a recovering alcoholic. Juliana Margulies is the female. Carl Urban is Munder, the fun one. Isaiah Washington is Greer, he's engaged. Alex Dimitriades is Santos. He talks to a picture of his car. And Ron Eldard is Dodge, who has a thing for Epps. They're recruited by a guy named Ferryman, played by Desmond Harrington. He found an abandoned ship out on the ocean, and he wants to hire a crew to salvage it for him in exchange for a cut. The crew has been out at sea for months, and they were just on their way home, so fuck this guy. Nah, I'm kidding, they take the job. Alright, characters established, I will care about each and every person here. No, but they do portray a close-knit vibe. Define the derelict boat using the Event Horizon method, meaning they almost crash into it. Just love this atmosphere. The ship is rusted and spooky and seemingly empty. Perfect setting for a great ghost story. I'll wake you when I see one. You and me both, movie. Okay, strange things begin to happen. Epps sees a little girl. Greer hears singing. And they discover bodies of previous scavengers in the ship's corpse room.
Carnival, the fun ship.
Ah, rats. Willard, you have some explaining to do. Just as they're about to leave, they find gold. And this could have been the moment the crew started turning on each other in the original script. But the Arctic Warrior explodes, stranding them and killing Santos. Just like Event Horizon. They might be here a while. Luckily, the kitchen is stocked with high-protein MREs.
That's all right.
Got milk?
We get glimpses of the past via time travel exposition flashback. Honestly, is anyone else sick of this gimmick? The captain meets a new drinking buddy. The gold was recovered from another shipwreck right before this ship went missing. And as if he didn't have enough on his mind, his dead employee Santos starts haunting him. Technically still single, Greer decides to get it on with a hot lady ghost. Does it still count if she's dead? Doesn't matter, the deal fell through anyway. Landed on his boner. The captain loses his mind and starts attacking people.
You okay?
So they lock him in an aquarium to keep him safe. Where's he gonna poop? Speaking of exposition, Epps meets the little girl. Her name is Katie, and she gives more of the deets. The crew goes united on the passengers. They are poisoned, shot, stabbed, and don't forget that wire thing. That's an interesting reaction shot. With the passengers gone, the crew turns on each other. Who planned this, the Joker? I guess she wanted to get hooked up with some gold. Sorry, you belong to Prince now. You're gonna have to wear lace and become really slutty. Plot twist, the mastermind was Ferriman all along. Ferriman kills more of the crew, off screen.
Blow it up! Kill us all!
Fake out in 5, 4, morphing, really? Even by 2002 that was old.
I already know.
Now it's just he and Epps. And Epps decides to blow up the ship, but it's exposition time once again.
You collect ships, I collect souls. And when I fill my quota, I send a boatload home.
Okay, so he uses the gold as bait, and he takes people's souls. Sort of a ferryman, if you will. I know, it's not subtle. But his ship was broken and needed our heroes to make repairs. Now, this is obviously a mystical being stealing and imprisoning souls. Why does he need a physical ship? And he's a few souls short.
And when I fill my quota...
Demons have quotas, apparently.
Couple more, I get a set of steak knives.
Epps manages to blow up the ship, defeating Ferriman and releasing the souls. I wonder if the souls got to chat on the way up. Sorry I murdered you. I'm not speaking to you. Look, I'm really sorry. Go fuck yourself. Don't have to be a dick about it. Epps somehow survived and she's rescued. I'm good. I'll catch the next one.
Careful. Hang in there, man.
Happy ending? Oh shit, it ain't over. The cycle begins again with another crew and another series of unfortunate events. That was Ghost Ship. The characters are gift-wrapped victims. There are tropes, quirks, personality traits, anything but people. The cast was pretty wasted here. Carl Urban and Emily Browning made their movie debuts here, so at least this is a stepping stone that they were able to leave behind. Everyone else, professionals who did their best given their material. Ferriman wasn't revealed to be a baddie until very late in the game. Before then, the ghosts were our antagonists, but they weren't much more than a visual threat. I'm not sure I get why, if the ghosts are Ferriman's prisoners, why are they helping him? The effects are pretty good, the gore is effective, especially during that opening scene. This isn't the only movie to do this reverse rotting effect, but I'm a little over it. I think Silent Hill did it better. Speaking of comparisons, I kept comparing this movie to Event Horizon. The isolated vessel, the crew picked off one by one, haunted by mistakes of their past, something taking everyone away to hell. Was Event Horizon better? You'll have to wait for that review. The acting is okay, like I said, people doing their best, and I still bought their performances, but we're not winning Oscars here. As for the story, it's a haunted house story, but it's not terribly original, it's pretty standard really. We don't get the cat jump scare, but we do get rats. The whole Ferriman soul collector element didn't make much sense to me. I assumed the collector was tempting people to sin, sort of like spiritual entrapment, but he seems to be able to hold people who have nothing to do with the gold. But he does seem to rely on greed to make his victims kill each other. Lazy ass demon. When watching the flashback sequence, I thought this would have been a more interesting story. Let's watch the crew plot a violent revolt, and imagine the terror of these passengers trying to survive. It'll be like The Purge meets The Love Boat. It has a cheesy charm, some atmosphere, and a couple of scares. The concept was sound, the cast was capable, but the script fell short. Ultimately, we got a watered-down, by-the-numbers ghost story that disappoints. A tugboat exploding 2.5 out of 5. That opening scene alone was worth a point, and the highlight of the movie. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs up, I'll give you one in return. I'll go first. And subscribe, because... reasons. Should I review Event Horizon? This is theNewBee, and as always, thanks for watching. And remember, if you see a gold bar, leave it alone. It ain't worth it.